following us, who's unfollowing us. So we need to get really much better at looking at those stats. And then how can we evaluate it? So when we have those numbers, what do we do with them? And then what do we do to improve our strategy? Okay, so the first place we're going to start is with the situation analysis, because every good marketing strategy begins with research and data. And the goals that we're going to decide to set, they're actually going to help you when it comes to what kind of content you want to post, how you're going to interact with your followers, what connections you're going to make. It's about who is this audience? We really need to segment them down into householders. So are they this is the classic marketing, are they married with children? Are they single? So that's a lot of work to be done around those demographics as well. Which social channels should you use to communicate with your audience? So where should you be? And I think that's probably, I said at the beginning, what's the biggest mistake people make, and the biggest one is they go on a certain platform and that's not necessarily the right platform. So we need to work back and say, is this the right platform? Now you'll know that from your Google Analytics, which I showed you. You'll know if you're on the right track with that. We'll talk about content strategy in terms of what we talked about earlier, which is the SMART objectives. And going back to the SMART goals, which you said earlier, and I'll go to switch a little bit. I talked before about social media goals, but now I want to talk about content marketing goals. So how much can we realistically do? And what resources do we have in-house? How can we work with what we already have and not try to do too much because we just don't have the resources to do it? But we've talked about this a lot. We've talked about monitoring and tracking those conversations. And so I just want to go through that just a little bit more, just to give you some tools.